I'm talking about. So what? I want to introduce y'all to a very powerful revolutionary right here. He's been in the city of LA for a while now. I'm not about 15, 20 years. He's been doing the thing, you know what I'm saying? This is Billion Godson, y'all. We are African Town Coalition, and this brother right here has stood up for the black family when many people wouldn't stand up and couldn't stand up. So give this brother a round of applause, y'all. Billion Godson, y'all. Billion Godson.
Black Power, how y'all doing, family?
Black Power!
So this time Sabrina asked me to come talk about Black August. Is there anyone who does not know what Black August is? Alright, so Black August, just real quick in general, is...
Okay, listen very carefully, because at the end, some of the things he says, you can get a prize over there if you can remember, okay? So you got to remember what you said to ask him at the end, okay?
So Black August is a movement that both commemorates the struggle within the prisons, but it also acknowledges those of us out here who may end up in prison. And they call on us to fast, to study, to train, and to fight. Fast so we can get spiritually right, study so we can understand our real relationship with us and this government, this country, train so we can protect ourselves whenever we are attacked, and to fight if somebody was to come out here and attack one of us right now, not to just sit back, pull out our phones and record it, but to actually step up and protect our people. So first I'll deal with the prison part of it. Prison is a continuation of slavery. With the 13th Amendment, they said they emancipated us from slavery. However, if they criminalized us and arrested us and threw us in prison, then we no longer had rights. And this past month, we've been interviewing different brothers who were in prison, and some of them were explaining while they were in prison, they went to fire camp and they worked different jobs, and they got paid 25 cents an hour. 25 cents an hour. But yet when they try to buy products in prison, the products are usually 4 to 5 times more. So they're making way less, but they charge way more. So they usually end up reaching out to us for support. And that's the real part I want to bring up about Black August. Us continuing to support our loved ones who are incarcerated. I'm not going to ask people to raise their hands, but who out here has loved ones who are incarcerated? Who out here has been incarcerated? And again, we find quite often, like right now, their president was just found guilty on I don't know how many crimes last year, but 34, but he's the president of the United States of America. And we've known continually, if we were to stand out here at 2 o'clock in the morning, they'll make a law and say that's illegal and start arresting us for that. Not that we're doing something that's actually criminal, but look at all those people that got locked up for marijuana, and now all of a sudden they saying marijuana is legal. All those people who were murdered behind marijuana, all those homes that were destroyed behind marijuana. So whenever they decide they're ready to criminalize and attack us, they do so. When I was growing up back in the 90s, in 92 we had the LA Rebellion, some know as the Rodney King riots. That happened in 92. 2 years later, they came with the crime bills. And at that time, we didn't know what this meant. You know, Joe Biden, who was just the president at that time, was a senator. He was pushing for these crime bills. Bill Clinton, who they said was the first black president, a white redneck cracker, enforced these crime bills, and they start taking thousands of young black men out of our communities, re-enslaving us. And what it did, it once again broke our communities. Some of them brothers have been in prison from then till now. We just had some of our elders who were incarcerated during the 60 struggles. Some of the elder Panthers just recently released last year. But again, this is a continual way they break up our homes, they break up our communities, and they claim they have a right to do this. And I'm bringing it up right now because our governor 2 days ago just said he's dispatching the CHP into our communities to reinforce the police. A few months ago, they were telling us crime was down because Donald Trump was sending the guards here, and the mayor Karen Bass get on TV saying, oh, well, crime is down. We don't need that. But now all of a sudden, 2 months later, the governor is saying crime is up, and he's dispatching more CHP into our communities to once again start rounding us up, catching us and re-enslaving us. So I'm saying this right now because we have to educate our brothers. Like I said, in the 90s, when they passed these crime bills, we didn't know what the hell was about to happen. But again, they took thousands of us out of our communities. And a lot of these brothers right now would be grandfathers, but they were removed from opportunities to have children. They would be heads of businesses. There would be more black officials by now. But we're gradually losing our black officials, and we're seeing more and more people move into our communities. Right now, you look down Crenshaw from the 10 freeway all the way to Florence, they have all these new housing projects that we have seen sitting empty for months, while black people are out here dying on the sidewalks. They got all these new housing projects up and down Crenshaw, but black people are out here dying. 7 people are dying daily unhoused. And the question we got to ask, how is this happening when we got more black officials in office than ever? We just saw a couple months ago, like I was saying, with these raids, they went and found money to where right now, people that just got to this country are getting financial assistance every month. They're getting housing assistance every month. They're getting medical care every month. While once again, we're being ignored with black officials in office. So this is also a part of Black August, because I want folks to understand the setup that is happening. They remove resources from our community. They cut off jobs, because you look up and down throughout our community right now, it's damn near all Mexicans working these jobs in our communities. And you go try to get a job, they're not giving us a job, they hiring their whole family. So now they're able to pay rent. They're able to buy houses. And like I said, we out here living out of cars. So I don't say this to bring gloom on our day, but loved ones, we are the most powerful people on this planet. First, every time we identify the problem, we can overcome it. But like I said, in the 90s, we didn't know, so we didn't know what was happening. So they get arrested today, oh damn, they got arrested because of this. Then they get arrested tomorrow, oh damn, they got arrested because of this. And next thing you know, at the end of the month, 1,000 people that got arrested, once again re-enslaved. So I'm saying that right now, because they're about to try to play this same game on us. And we have to educate our young brothers and our young sisters, because our young sisters are the one, the growing populations that they are starting to imprison. And right now, young folks out here, they hungry. They looking for money. They looking for some way, somehow. And we know Figueroa ain't the answer. We know the drug game is not the answer. But part of that, like I said, these elected officials, these same black officials who we keep electing, are turning their backs on us. And in November, they about to ask us to vote in favor of what they call a redistricting, where the Democratic Party can get more power in California. But right now, as much as they want you to be afraid of Trump, these are the Democrats pushing us out of our homes. These are the Democrats unleashing the police on us. So again, they always say, you're voting for the lesser of two evils. Nah, the Democrats are just as evil. So those who are voting, I want you to remember that. Karen Bass, she may smile. She came out here on Juneteenth, but she's the one leaving black people out here to die on these sidewalks when she ran out there to MacArthur Park to fight for them, for the immigrants. Huh? Isaac Bryan, he come out here every Christmas and want to pass out toys and shake hands one time out the year. He come and give us some handouts, but like I said, every single month, they're making sure these people get a check. They're making sure these people ain't got to get out here and rob. They ain't got to put their daughters on Figueroa. Huh? So loved ones, please wake up. Like I said, first and foremost, let's educate each other to make sure we don't get caught up in these traps and get hauled back off to prison. 2, the ones you got who are locked up, reach out to them, support them. You know, don't leave them in there, because brothers are going crazy. And then when they get back here, folks, oh, they crazy. You know, they acting like this or that. It's hell. I ain't never been past jail, but jail is hell. And from all my other brothers that been in prison, that's hell. So please support them. And lastly, in November when they ask you to vote for them, remember, these are the same people that block reparations. Last year, Senator Bradford had a bill on the table to give us cash reparations. All the rest of the Negroes officials blocked it. They wouldn't even put it up for a vote. But like I said, these same ones are finding money for all these immigrants. We can't keep voting. We can't keep voting for these people who are stabbing us in the back, loved ones. We're trying to right now get some people from amongst us who are fighting for us to actually run against them. So within next month, we hope to announce some of this. If you can, let's stop voting for these folks who've been in office and turning this down. Where's Sabrina? She told me she wanted me to ask some questions. So just in closing, Black August again is to fast, study, train, and fight. But we got multiple fights on our hand, loved ones. More of these other people move into our communities. They not coming to be our friends. They coming with a whole lot of hostilities. Black power.
Black power.